Alright guys, what is up? Here in another game. A little bit something different. It's a 2v2 game today. It's between Ballballer and Nepyon on one team versus Leviathan and Guitarape. So basically all the active top players decided to get in a game together. Some interesting things will happen. We'll see how this ends up. I've never casted one of these, so I have no idea how this should happen. Luckily, it is a very big map. So I'm gonna give my predictions here. It's a very big map. So what that means is that the champion or the theme that can easily 1v1 kind of, as in like they have good standing champions. They might go out front here. So just so you don't confuse things up in the game, it's not always a bad idea to have one person go one way and the other go this way. That way, you don't have it be like, oh shit, then you can mess each other up somehow. If like one guy wants to knock back into something with a flame burst, but the other guy already did something else, and it can get complicated. But here we see Neppy and Baller on the top. We have Baller playing Boyle, and we have Neppy playing FS SP meta. And then on the other side, we have double SL actually for Leviathan and Guitarape, both playing SL. Full faction. Also, it looks to be Draxar, really, because we have Draxar Pursuer and then Draxar High Marshal. So it's the meta fiends versus the themes a bit right now. Yeah, these turns also are going to take much longer because you have so much more to do. You have double the amount of things to think of. You have to make sure your enemy does things correctly, or your friends, I mean. So it's kind of confusing. But yeah, already having 2 deploys and then another one over here. So we're probably going to see 2 more deploys down here. One from Guitarape and one from Leviathan. They're probably both going to... oops, my bad. Both going to go down there. Or up there. Yeah, this will be a nice... We'll see this font taken. And once this font is taken, and this one obviously... then they can start moving this way. Then we'll have a battle over here too. So we'll have one battle right here in this choke point, and then we'll have one battle here. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun game. I don't know. This will take either really, really long, or I have no idea, because there's just gonna be so much Nora on the board, right? So how 2v2 works is all 4 players gain the same amount of Nora. So they all gain 60. It's not like, oh, they gain 30 now. No, they all gain 60 Nora. Or it's not like in a pool or anything. So they're all getting the 60 Nora per turn or whatever, 45. And what it also means is all themed abilities work on each other, work on their friends. For example, here we have Battle Master. Of course, it would not, it doesn't really matter that it is. Oh, here, Defender. For example, Defender, it's only friendly champions that share a race, so usually it would only be your theme, right? So here we got the 4 defense High Marshal, but also here we see that Draxar Scion, whatever you called, also getting that 2 defense. So that's why themes can actually be a bit stronger, just because you can get the themed combo a bit better. You can get it to group up, get the combo going. So that's one thing they have going for them. Now we do have to see, is this actual... Can you walk through here? No, you can't. So this right here, this weird twig thing, you can actually be whacked into. It's like a rock, basically, even though it's a twig. So he has to watch out for this flame burst, make sure he doesn't whack into the twig there. That might hurt him. It's kind of funny. I've seen rocks where you can just, like, walk over it, but this twig, man, it's a very, very strong twig, apparently. You can get flame bursted into a twig. That's funny. Anyway, so this is tar. As we see, it's a tar lake. That's what we always thought it was. That's what I thought it was. I wonder why there's just like one dead tree here. This is an old map. This is a really old map. I used to play, I played a theme called Sand, right? Everybody knows this theme. And this was an amazing map because everything here is sand. So I remember so this was back in the day when this when this map was still in the rotation. I would play Sand, and every time I would get this map, I would have so much fun because all my champions would have permanent, hidden, and the damage you proc and everything else. Yeah. So yeah, there are some fun combos though you can do with if you have 2-on-2. Like one of you can just be total Nora generator while the other. Even though I don't think you don't generate Nora for your friends, and you can't give it to him either. So maybe that doesn't work. Also, they used to have sorry. They used to have like little things you could put on, like AoE. I don't know what they're called, markers, I guess, that you could put everywhere. So who's gonna win this 1v1 once they meet each other? Let's see. Cleansing Fame. Ah, he's running away apparently. Not a horrible idea. We have some very aggressive champions out right now. These guys. Draxar are more of like a phalanx type. They want to, group up. So it's a good idea of them to. Also, 3 range champs out at the moment down here. So definitely a good idea of them to just stay back. Alright, let's say who wins this fight here. 68 Nora versus 81. So you'd expect him to win. But I don't think he's a bit more utility. He has that Flame Siphon's utility. Flame Strike's pretty good, but it's not exactly in a 1v1 amazing. And then Cleansing Fame is also not amazing in 1v1. So a bit more utility on this champion. Versus the Pursuer, who is actually okay in 1v1. Just because of the Sundered Exploit plus Sunder, right? You can Sunder your enemy. So if you keep hitting, and if it's just like a smack battle, and of course SL does have Quicken. So if it's just like a smack battle, then the Sunder will do a lot of work. I mean, you'll reduce the defense a lot. Yeah, definitely need like a tank out over here. Maybe a Draxar Lord. Probably one of the biggest tanks in the game. Definitely for SL, one of the biggest ones. Or like Vindrax. But yeah, now we're probably what it means when we have already like usually you would see 3 champions out like this in a formation like this by I don't know 10 minutes in, but it's only turn 6, right? Because they just have so many more champions. So we could already maybe even see a Vicious Harpoon pull something in and see if we can get a kill. If we pull something in with the Stormflyer, get behind it with the Swift Wing, and then Flame Burst into it, it's a lot of damage, right? So something they could be looking for here. Maybe pull here, maybe pull. Luckily, they're all positioned well so the pull doesn't do too much. So if he pulls here, so we can see the Swift Wing actually pull the Marshal this way and then Flame Burst into the Scion. But that wouldn't be an amazing amount of damage, especially for a Vicious Harpoon. Usually when you play a Vicious Harpoon, you definitely want to get a kill, right? You don't want to just be playing it and not doing much else. And there's so much range out though right now. Definitely very scary for them to move in. If they move in on something and there's somehow some type of thing to block it off with Battle Master or Defender. Look at all this defense though. 5 defense plus SL bonus right now. Crazy amount of damage. How does he have +3? Defender, Battle Master. Wow, that's pretty cool. Nice champion here. Gonna give 3 defense to everything in this area. 3 defense, so he's at 5 +2 from the SL bonus. This is a 7 defense champion right now. Dispelling blows, heal self. So with heal self, he's even harder to kill with that empathy to just give these guys all regeneration. Like regen 3 right now on this champ. Regen 2 and regen 2. Wait, is this 2? Yeah, it was. So yeah, definitely hard to kill. There we go. Now we got some more late game champs. We have that Gerhan General, good late game champ. We have that also now. They also have Battle Master, but only rank 2. While he, I believe, had rank 4, right? Or rank 3, I mean. Man. And I thing is, they can actually, there's no ranged out right here. So these guys can start picking away. 5-6 is pretty safe usually. Like I said, there is a Harpoon. We could do Shattered Summons though, just to kind of, deal with the Swift Wing a bit. Shrive as well as champion. Makes an attack against an opposing champion at 50% health, or 50% damage, sorry. If the attack is successful, all positive conditions are removed. And then it loses 5 HP for all of that. So if there's going to be a lot of buffs, like for example the Elusive Leap, I believe, could be removed this way. What's the range? It's like attack range, okay. So you could go in and then shrive the Elusive Leap away. It wouldn't be that big though. Wouldn't be that amazing. Also, does it actually? It does. All right. So even though it's loyalty and it says all friendly champions share a faction with it, and this doesn't. Apparently it counts still, for some reason. Unless there's a banner out, I don't see, but I don't see the banner. So he's actually getting the loyalty bonus, surprisingly. Interesting. It's funny how loyalty procs off of the share does not proc when there's like a friendly one that's not the faction, but then like the other things do. That's weird. Not really consistent. But yeah, look at this. Very good, you know, mix of just like defending champ. Like these guys, they can just chill here now. These we have 3 beaters here, right? These guys are all beaters, and then we have 1 support and 1, you know, also like a semi-support, semi-tank type champion. Here it's just like ranged, and then I don't know what he is even. I guess a bit of a special champion. Dictate, he'll self. He could have actually been dictating this time. Remember, we have that regen, so even if he does dictate to get that at 1 extra damage, he'll regen the HP back. So it might have not been a bad idea to just do that on the Legionnaire, just to gain that, just slowly gain some extra damage on the Marshal. If you're not going to take damage anyway, because you know, it's just kind of a waiting game, you might as well, right? Unless he's been doing it, I'm not noticing. He's at +3 at the moment. Defender, Battlemaster's +2. Warbaron is 1. I don't see yeah, in this one. Yeah, so he has not been dictating. I wonder why not. Empathy's nice. Just give everything regen as well. Look, regen 3. The reason they have regen 3 though, usually the champion would only regen 2, but because of the font bonus, I believe he has regen 3. Precision and piercing shot 3. So he's at 21 damage with the piercing shot. Yeah, but like I said, I don't know if they can go in on each other too easily. For them, it's going to be a harpoon into a kill, right, onto the Swift Wing or something. But for SL, you kind of want to do a Dredonic Benediction, something like that, and then go in and then get a kill. So I'm not exactly sure. Oh, and there's the Mika plopping out the Fesh. Remember, though, we do have the Shattered Summon, so it's not, these summons aren't too much of a threat like they would be in a normal game. Like where they just take up so much meat and stuff. Also, it's dangerous, especially against SP, double SP. You could see Mangled Totems come out, and if you just, you know, all of a sudden they get 2 Mangled Totems. Alright, there's the War Drummer. That means that next turn, we're probably going to see a engage. Either this one or next one. Often I like going in the turn I actually place the War Drummer, even if I don't play the Battle Drum, just because I get the extra HP. Oh, that's a misplay. A little bit. I mean, actually, is it the same faction, maybe? Yeah, share a faction with them. So it didn't actually matter here. Yeah. Yeah, so I like playing it. Sometimes you just play the Battle Drummer, you get the HP, you go in, get a kill, and then the turn after you play the Battle Drum, even if one of your champions are dead, you get that extra, like, fight to, like, keep the fight going, so to say. So that can also be good. But here, we're going to definitely probably see a fight or a start of the fight next turn. So I definitely need to see from these guys either a retreat. They need to retreat pretty hardcore. Definitely the range champions need to. Can't leave this Scion out here. He's just going to be pulled and killed. He'll be right here. That's way too close. Put him like all the way over here if you want him safe. The only thing I'd be okay with being in the front is like this 5 defense Marshal who will just soak up so much damage that maybe the counter might be too strong. Just because if you have you can have one of your champions die, but if it's the tank that's dying and they just soak up all the AP and all the spells that, you know, or abilities that would deal a lot of damage, then you're fine. Oh, okay. I just watching Poland versus Colombia and Colombia, lol. And he just shot. He shot. All right, yeah, okay. So this is still really close, though. If you look at it, 1, 2, 3. He'll be right here if he's pulled. That's pretty close. I think he needs to move back 2 more, at least 1 more. Then he's here. That's safe. This is not safe. This is. If he's pulled here, okay, you're fine. But right here, hell no. Look how close this is to everything. I say you really need to move this Scion back 1. Even though he has the 3 defense, which is pretty good, I think you should still move this back. You're afraid, or you should be. I think your late game, it's pretty close to the same versus this mix here. And remember, with that Battle Drum coming out this last turn, okay, so he leaves this. This is, I think, dangerous. Leaving the Scion here is dangerous. I think it's a kill now. Unless there's some kind of counter, like, spell up that I don't see, right? So there might be a cancel magic or disconnect. That always helps. I don't know. Alright, so there's the World Ender, the 6-all, doing a Flame Siphon on the War Drummer. He can't heal that up, though, which means it's kind of sucky. It's better if you can do it on something that has, like, a regen, but whatever. He gets the 10 extra Nora. 10 extra Nora for a champion that comes out just for the Battle Harden and the War Battle Drum most of the time anyway is fine, right? With this disconnect, that means Neppy can't go in by himself. He needs the help of the there he goes. He needs the help of the Vicious Harpoon and whatnot. I think that if I were them right now, I'd go in. I'd put the Vicious Harpoon on the Swift Wing, pull in the Draxar Scion, and then just smack it to death. You have, or even just pull it in with the Fesh. Yeah, put the Harpoon on the Fesh, pull in, and then put the Swiftwing behind the Scion just so you have the knockback damage. Let's see, is he in range? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So even if the Scion gets pulled, he's still in range of the Defender at the moment, right? So that's at least one good play. But I think also a bit too much time has gone by for this turn. What was just deployed? Something was just deployed. Oh, guess not. Just the Marsong going. Yeah, we have Marsong going. We have Mika, who's right now designated as Flag Bearer. So look at all these champs that have the Evasive at the moment. Evasive rank 3, Evasive rank 3. Yeah, so they're all chilling. They're fine. They're safe from any range, that is. But they don't have any ranged out, right? There's no ranged out for this, so they can't really deal with this War Banner, for example. Alright, so there we see the Swiftwing going in. Pretty good move. Also now no more healing. Now that does not actually counter regen though. Does it? Yeah, no it doesn't. It does? Wait, what? Did it just counter regen? Heals for 6. No. It doesn't counter regen, because here I can read it for you guys. It says when an enemy champion is healed by a spell, or sorry, it's not the right thing to put emphasis on. By spell or activated ability, and because regen is passive, it actually doesn't counter that. Alright, so there the Swiftwing is dead now. It did its work though. It dealt some damage, took some AP. Now we can see a Sand Spray here, but it's a little dangerous. Sand Spray can only move 2 spaces back if he does do it there. So Sand Spray is right here, right, to hit both of these guys. And then runs away. Or you can run away this way, it doesn't really matter, just run away. Or this way. Does he have regen? Regen rank 2. I'm wondering why he's not putting the Legionnaire, because the Legionnaire has a rank 3, so it's a bit safer. Oh well. Yeah, and this Shield Warden can definitely, this Shield Warden is so hard to kill. He's at 5 defense already, and he hasn't even used the bold, he hasn't even procced the bold yet. Still pretty close though. Right here. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. I'm watching the soccer game on the side. Then there's this giant game going. Yeah, we need to see a deploy down here though. This yeah, we can see wow, so he plays the Dreadnought right now. Now that means the 6-all with a relic can actually get into this font, and that's pretty dangerous. Because FS has loads of spells to somehow, you know, do something. So yeah, this is dangerous now, because then he's to deploy all the way down here to get his font back. So I wonder if they have a relic open, like handy, because remember both of them can deploy relics from both champs. So they can, if they're on chat, that is, they can be like, hey, do you have a relic handy? And be like, yeah, sure. Here's the pull now on that, exactly what I was talking about, the Scion. He's at 3 defense, plus SL bonus, he's at plus 5 defense. But I was saying this exact thing. He was so far in front. He was so far forwards. And, you know, it's a range champ. It's really far forwards. Now, with that deploy, I don't know if he has a relic left. He might have a flame strike. Right? Flame strike, but no relic. That already does put the pursuer at a bit of... He's a bit damaged now already. But yeah, this is a bit of a misplay. If this thing dies, this Scion dies, then it's... we can see a battle drum now. Might do it. Now, the Mika is pretty far back, so the Flicker is kind of far away. 7 damage only instead of 12. It's pretty nice. A lot of defense right now. Was he in range of the Warlord? Yeah, right. Yeah, it's 5 spaces. Quite large. I think he actually survives. There's not enough damage out for the Sign. Now we'll see a Flame Burst, I'm guessing. Yeah, there's a Flame Burst. But actually, this Sign is alive. And like I was saying before... distract. Alright. Nice. Nice big distract. What I was saying before with the tank is if they go in on him and even if they kill him or if they only barely kill him, then you know, we'll have the repercuss the counter attack coming in. So we're definitely going to see it deployed on here first. That's one big thing. That's a little laggy, isn't it? Ooh. Yeah, we're going to see a deploy down here. It's all this flying and all this movement of the distracted makes it laggy. Alright, so there's one. Oh, he has Sermon, right? Yeah, Sermon means that all the Draxar will get that extra damage and extra health and defense and whatnot. Also Flame Strike. Yeah, just gonna... Exactly. Just go for the Marsh Grantroids at 0 AP. We have 1 pull used, so he doesn't have to be as scared anymore, but he still has to be scared a little bit. Move him back. He's now pretty damaged. You don't want to get pulled or anything. Yeah, exactly. Just move the Shield Ward. The Shield Ward will not die unless we see some kind of, you know, Illuminate, really, is the only thing I can think of to reduce his damage, or defense, sorry. So, just move this back. Move him down here, maybe. We have Dreadnought coming out. Dreadnought, extremely tanky champion. Also very good because of that cleave. And it's kind of hard to get out of range of, you know, getting value from cleave. So, once this Dreadnought goes in, he'll get some value from that, and that's a little dangerous. It's a danger zone! Look how big this one is, though. Dreadnought is about as big as the fucking Avatar. It's pretty huge. Boom. Yeah, and once this High Priest, you know, sermons, then we have 5 extra HP on these guys. See a piercing shot come in, or what? No real point in it, just because he has resistance to physical. Could move back the Scion, though. We have not seen the Battle Drum yet, so we could see a Battle Drum next turn. He leaps, attacks twice. Look at this. At -2 defense already, doing 13 damage. Yeah. This 1v1, especially with that Hunted, or the Sundered Exploit. Sorry, not the Hunted. Means that this is a very close 1v1. Alright, so this is where the turn should start now. This should be pretty big, and there's a disconnect. Oh, it's okay. It's the enemy team. It's not Ballballer this time. All right. So, is he gonna battle drum? Are they gonna battle drum? They have to like think this through first. It's so hard. You don't have enough time. You have 1 minute 40. Like if you are gonna go in, you have to battle drum first, right? Cleansing Flame is at 14 HP at the moment. That's funny. 6 defense right here. 10 defense. That's a 10 defense shield ward. That's funny. With regen. And weakened spells. Yeah, so spells won't do too much. Of course, we have weakened spells on both sides. So that means that both sides are not going to really be dealing damage with spells. But on the other hand, I don't know. It's like who can build the better phalanx is what I'm thinking about right now. What you need or what you want in what's this? In a phalanx like this is a lot of AoEs, right? We have the 1 Manticore. That's good. Kill. Yeah, with that kill, meaning we need another deploy bottom now. These guys are winning. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna need AoE really to deal with all of this. But not spell-based AoE because we have the weakened spells, right? We need fucking you know, equipment-based. Oh, he's not on the thing. There you go. We need champion-based AoE like Sand Spray, Bomb, or whatnot. All right. There is one that works. Magic Bomb on the Boil Sorcerer. That's a good way of doing, especially to reduce the damage of all, or the defense of all these. 10 defense Shield Warden, for example. All right, so he's going in now. At least killed the fish. All right, so there's a Sand Spray. That's not gonna do much though. Like I was saying, we do have that. Was that a double Sand Spray? Sandstorm, I mean. No, it just resisted. I thought it double Sandstorm right there. So Sandstorm, why it's actually okay to use is because they also have that Sand Blasted. So it's not only bad for that one. Purge. What did he purge? Oh, the Distract. Okay. There's the Sermon. So he's going in, but his bottom font will be taken. Their bottom font will be taken if they don't have anything to deploy down there. They're going in. They have to at least kill the Moog, if not more. Ooh, okay. So there's the Channeled Violence. Now we're oh my god. Oh my god. All right, let's see what happens now. Channel Violence, meaning we get multi-attack. We get, I don't even know. He has to actually deal with the Flag Bearer, whatever that is. Ah, 18 damage. How much is he going to do? 15, not bad. And of course, the Dreadnought. Ooh, we can actually go for the Stormflyer here. Alright, so this guy should be dead. The Moog should be dead. Wow, look at it. They're all just attacking everything. They have no idea what's happening. Alright, there's a double kill. So they get 2 kills here. But they have not deployed bottom yet, and they don't have any more time. Or maybe it just says 0 for no reason. Does that sometimes. Now we can see a Battle Drum come out from the War Drummer now as well. Yeah, no deploy bottom is pretty dangerous here. Meaning, even with the win, or like even if they're doing fine bottom or top, I mean, if they don't get this bottom font back, they'll lose the late game. So they need to really start pushing really hard now, or else it won't help. All right, so there's a Magic Bomb, getting rid of that defense, putting the Shield Warden at 62, and that was a this little straight. A little weird. Why did he do that? Actually, did he just increase the defense? I think he increased because if they Magic Bombed first and then played the weakening, which actually gave him 1 defense back, which is kind of funny. Yeah, definitely first. Why haven't they Battle Drummed yet? What, did I not see it? And did they Battle Drum and I just didn't notice it or something? They should be Battle Drumming if they're gonna go in, right? There you go. Now he Battle Drums. It's quite late. We've already seen a few attacks go off. It's a bit of a this is what's so hard with these multiplayer games. Can't always communicate everything too well. Going for that Dreadnought, definitely a good champion to go for with all the 94 HP champion or 94 Nora champion. Sorry. I have no idea what that sound was. What was that? A Poxnora came out? Going for the tank. Has loads of... okay, so they kill the Shield Warden. They'll get the Norglobe as well. But the Dreadnought is not dead. Now, the Dreadnought won't be able to deal much, though, because of the weaken. And like I said, this bottom is now captured. Right, like these 2 fonts, or these 2 champions can definitely take on the High Priest by himself. The ranged champ is kind of more of a support half the time. Now, it was 2 kills versus only 1 kill, but they also weakened, the Dreadnought as well as whatever else champions they had. Now, there is no more Magic Bomb out, so any defense these guys gain will now be, like, the defense is, at least for the next 3 turns, they'll have it. Oh, there's their Battle Drum. Now they also have Battle Drum out. Should have maybe deployed that before they went in, but... Alright, so now they also have Battle Drum. We could see a Transfer Life on the Dreadnought, maybe, just to heal him up. He's very scary if he gets going, so you definitely don't want to see him die too early. He's only really killed 1 champion, right? Yeah, that's funny. That was the cleave doing like barely any damage. Oh, we have another one. Look, we have 2 dreadnoughts. That's hilarious. That's so dope. Dude, this guy is like a 30 pack. Look at him. He's so buff. He has 4 pectoral muscles because he has 4 arms. And then, I don't know, 10 abs on each side. So he's like 20 abs and 4 pectoral muscles. It's crazy. Anyway, so that was a pretty bad turn by them. Last turn was way better. They got the 2 kills. Here, they left the Dreadnought in... He's probably dead this coming turn because they left him there. We still have the Defender out at least, though. He's going to get 3 extra defense. That's so pointless. He's like, yes, I just hit 3 champions at once, but, you know, because I'm weakened, I didn't do much. Alright, so he kills the, a lot, yeah, I definitely want to see if he can get the Dispelling Blows off on the Boil Infernal to remove the designated Flag Bearer, because that would also then, remove all of the evasive that's coming out, right? Anyway, so now 7 defense Dreadnought, and I don't see any way of reducing defense at the moment. Yeah, so 31 HP on this guy. Or sorry, 31 HP, 7 defense, plus that regen. He does all of multi-attack because of that spell that was played. Yeah, killing this guy, killing the Legionnaire first is a good idea, actually. Because of the 4 defense that it's giving everybody, right? Getting rid of that is definitely key here. Now he also has regen 3 though, so it's a bit dangerous, a bit harder. Yeah, doing 6 damage instead of 15. He's now at 19 health at the moment. Now he's at what, 1 damage dealt. Oh, that was pretty good though. Bad blood, doing a lot of damage there. Double bad blood even. That basically gets, yeah, that gets almost 2 kills, right? That's 1 kill. Damage down there, doing the knockback damage on that priestess. Yeah, so much to commentate about. Yeah, leaving that Dreadnought forward is a bad idea. Now they have the Battle Drum coming up next turn, but I don't think they have enough champions to really deal the damage with the Battle Drum. Even gonna hurt that Scion even, and an Avalanche. Oh my god, I just killed everything here. Wow, everything just gets destroyed. The spells are too strong. Even though we had the magic resistance. Yeah, they got rid of the magic resistance before they played the spells. That was really well done. They're like, let's kill that was their nice game plan. Game plan was kill the spell res, you know, the spell resistance, and then, oh! 3-0, motherfuckers. Anyway, alright, what was it about? I got distracted. 3-0 on the Poland. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, they got rid of the spell resistance and then they went in with bad blood. Very well done. Yeah, now this bottom font will be taken. I don't have any more oomph over here. Who's he going for? Oh, he's going for Mika. He's like, oh shit, Mika's the culprit of my loss. But that's not a kill, is it? Oh, actually it is, just barely. So they kill Mika, which is nice. Mika's always a big component of, you know, the damage in a fight. Or the resistance. Like you have the spell resistance and the magic, the health gain, so it's always really big there. Boom, alright. Spells galore being played. That's pretty fun. Yeah, this priest is going to die next turn. And this, yeah. So now, again, it's 1 font to 0. So both of these guys are not getting too much Nora at the moment. And there's a cleanse, healing them up all for 8. Also, that removes the charge, which is pretty big. Yeah, it's GG. That's basically GG now. We have, what, 3 champions alive versus all of these guys. And then, bottom font is taken versus, bottom font. They just played it too well, man. They're just too good for the, and their value is a bit better. You think the Draxar, which are really good in Phalanx, they would have done better, but I feel like they had a few misplays where they went in a bit early, and they got 2 kills, but after that they didn't do much somehow. What was that? Peak Tactics is removed. All right, so that keeps the Dreadnought alive. Dreadnought is the one maybe saving grace. He can get really big with Cleave and the Violent, but once he dies, then it's really GG. They can't do much. Oh, they did play Peak Tactics. I thought it was backfired. Did they have double Peak Tactics? Anyway, there's the kill on the Dreadnought then as well, because with that damage, it's too much. And another Mika as well. Alright, well, kill one and there's another one afterwards. Bottom font now taken. This font taken. Also, that one kill up here with that Gargantuan Boulder was really big. They couldn't deploy then. Alright. Whoa! Oh wow, look at all this regen and Arrow Eater going all the way to the names. That's hilarious. Looks like it doesn't fit anymore. I don't even see that. I think it could go down here or something, or at least fill up the box, you don't know. But no, it just keeps going all the way over. Gotta love these programmers, man. Yeah, this battle drum is just way too late. If they had this earlier, then they might have been able to do something. But without the battle drum, I don't know why they're still playing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. GG.